Oh yeah.
So that's cool. So I got
Yay.
I got so many testimonial pictures on here. I guess I gotta go that way. That's your friend John right there.
Yes, it is. He looks so different. It is crazy. I love it.
Jimmy the bartender there and also there. And then this is that NFL player. I don't know him. Do you know him?
I watched his interview. Have you seen it?
I
I think
did
it's
see
actually
his
on my
interview.
page.
Yeah.
He was really amazing to listen
Now
to.
this girl, oh, this girl here. I don't know her, but I just saw her thing. I think I just connected with her. I can't remember her name right offhand. So she got that one, and then she got this. This looks like it was on the same day because it's the same clothes and
Yeah, same
everything.
clothes.
Yeah,
Right?
that's got. How about now?
That's perfect. That did it.
That
Yay.
wasn't too
Okay,
awful
what'd you
hard.
hit?
It's a little button down there on the thing. So let's see which way am I going. This girl is incredible. I think I've seen her talk, and I mean, it just doesn't look like the same person. There's so many
I,
people like this that don't look like the same person. I'm stunned. This
yeah. Oh,
kid,
and this young man, what a sweetie. And to have him,
yeah,
I think he's even smaller than that now. He's so much healthier.
I bet he is. I have no idea who he is or anything.
And
I
then
don't know some of these people, huh?
if you run across one that I know, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah. I've
Oh,
seen her,
yeah,
huh?
I've seen her too. I want to say she's down 60, 60 or
I
70.
don't know, but I mean, it's an incredible transformation. And she comes on and does lives.
Yes. When even looking at her skin too.
Yeah.
I mean, the skin
So I
just
don't know
clears
this
up.
lady here. This is the one that Dr. Kinney talks about so much. This is a truck driver, and she,
Yes.
she was going to have a problem with her physical, and so she kicked diabetes and stuff.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
then
it's
I
probably
gotta
right in
go
front of your face.
that way. Yeah.
Oh,
Now that's
Dr.
Dr. Natasha.
Natasha.
Tasha, have you ever heard her
Yeah,
talk?
I have. I've actually followed a few of her videos. She is an amazing, intelligent woman.
Yeah, I
And
only saw her do the one thing one time.
yeah, she actually said that she helps more people now with this than she did in her practice.
He comes on with the doctor, Tiffany Marie.
Okay,
Uh,
yes, Dr. Tiffany is
yeah, there's
amazing.
some brilliant people on here, man, and he was one of them for sure. Because I didn't know that much, but then I listened to him one time. I thought, wow, this guy is really slick. This guy's great. He's on all the time.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
think it's Hagler and his wife too.
Oh, and that's Dr. Kinney's wife, isn't
Well, I
it?
wondered if that's who it was. I thought maybe it was,
Yes.
but I wasn't positive.
Yes, that is
Was
her.
this video? If you know anybody with neuropathy, remember I was asking you about that.
Yes.
This is the guy. This is one of the guys. He is great. Uh,
I was actually talking to someone. I thought they were part of our group, but it was just a new person that was trying the product and his neuropathy was going away. And he's been on only for a month. And he just said he's starting to feel his feet again,
I don't
which,
know why this thing ain't playing.
I don't
There was
know.
one oh man,
Oh,
this
you
is
got a
terrible.
glitter badge.
Huh?
Thank you,
So
Tanny.
my
Check
name's
check
Brad.
this
I'm in
out right
Michigan.
here.
Hello to everyone that knows me. If you don't know me, I'm a guy who had neuropathy pain. It
Grade
was really,
six.
really bad. Thought I was going to have feet amputated
Oh,
in someday in the future. The toes were hurting so bad. I was really nervous about having conversations about that. I knew enough people who said, we've been taking medications for a long time and they don't really help. And I didn't know why it was happening. My dad died of a heart attack. My mom had thyroid problems that turned into thyroid cancer. Once I learned that both of those were symptoms of insulin resistance and that I was insulin resistant, I wanted to reverse that. In 30 days, 80% of my neuropathy pain just poof, gone. Couldn't believe it. Just,
Unreal.
that is
when you go
amazing.
from fear that you don't know what's going to happen to, wow, it all just seems to have evaporated. What an amazing feeling that was for me.
Yes.
Take
Oh,
that
my goodness.
3 months later, 95% of that neuropathy pain was gone. And in that time, my blood pressure, cholesterol, triglycerides came back to normal levels. So my goodness, I want to tell the world that if you do not have a better plan, this protocol needs your attention. It has 5 patents. It's hard to get one. It has more than 14 different clinical trials where places like Cleveland Clinic and Stanford and University of Sydney, they dig into it and it comes out with flying colors, and they have amazing things to say about this. Again, it's hard to get one, let alone more than 14. Spreads for 30 years to more than 50 different countries. And then they give you a 90-day money-back guarantee. Now, our purpose here isn't to try to sell you. If you don't need it, don't get it. But if you don't have a better plan, we're suggesting that you at least listen to what all of these people have to say, because maybe this is right for you.
But
If not,
also, the Dr. Brown up in Canada shared some text, from her WhatsApp, where people had not only that, but restless leg syndrome and stuff. So I know a person with that a little bit as well, and neuropathy and stuff. So I'm just learning all this stuff. It's been amazing to me. There's there's a world to learn. But I'm going to show you. If you haven't seen this, this is very well put together, and I would like to know who this
Now, why
lady
would this
is
video
here.
get banned? Let's take a look and you decide.
150 millions are on this medication. Perhaps
She
one
is
of
a
them.
No, I'm not.
doctor.
Do you know her?
I do, and I'll think of her name in just a minute. She's a doctor,
She's
and her dad was really sick. And someone approached her and just said, I know your dad's really sick. Please give him this. It's not going to hurt him. And it really turned her dad around. And she just went, this is saving more people than my practice is. I would rather do this. And she walked away from her established
really,
practice.
yeah.
Yeah, to do this.
Whenever you think of her name or whatever, I want to
Okay.
connect with her. Just be friends on TikTok or Facebook or whatever it is.
Okay, I'll send her over to
Because
you because I know she's on a couple of mine.
she explains it so well, and I basically did what they were doing. I went behind them, but I was looking up the sugar lowering medications on the PDR.net, and of
Oh,
course there's tons of them in there, and they're all lowering the glucose by 25 to 30%, somewhere in that ballpark. But they got all these possible side effects. Some
yeah.
of them are pretty rough. It just depends which one. No,
Or being sick.
you're basically, run down on your testimony, because maybe I can make a clip out of some of this or whatever.
Okay. Well,
At least I
I
can put you on the big screen though, but I don't know. I'm not good at
That's
that yet.
okay. I'll stay on the little one. I'm okay. I fill it up big enough. I've been building and flipping and moving and doing all kinds of stuff with houses for about 40 years. And I learned by accident how to do everything myself, whether it's the wiring, the plumbing, the tiles, whatever it is. So I've always been moving and going. A lot of days I would have to drink a pot of coffee to get my butt out of bed and going. And then midday I'd have to go grab a Monster or two. And I just thought, why am I so exhausted? I kept thinking, okay, maybe it's because I'm a little overweight here, a little overweight there. And so I've tried so many different diets, and it always comes back. It's kind of a yo-yo thing. And it's like, what is wrong? Because I know I'm moving enough and I should be losing weight because I wasn't eating as much as I should have been. And I started to work on my house. I built it, but I was kind of going back and refreshing it because it's like the cobbler's children have no shoes. My house looks terrible. So I thought, I'm going to fix it. And we were actually making a Home Depot run, and we got in a car accident. And the guy hit us so hard that it jammed my hip up and destroyed my hip. So I hobbled around for about 2
Let me your
years.
left hip.
Yeah, until they fixed it. Yeah, I drive two-footed. I'm one of those. I taught myself, so whoops.
Yeah.
I finally get better. I got the new hip. I'm getting stronger again, doing great. And a widow friend of mine said, could you come help me? There were 2 rooms that were her husband's, and she just started crying every time she walked into him. So I thought, absolutely. I feel good enough. I'm just coming up as a friend and we're going to do this. Got it all cleared out, cleaned out. And I was literally on the last half hour. I was kind of vacuuming up some debris around the edge, stepped on the floor, and the floor gave way. Her husband hadn't nailed it down. He had kind of put it there as a temporary platform, but you couldn't tell. And so I double broke my brand new hip and my leg,
Oh God,
damaged
same
my
here.
back, stuff fell on my head. I was a mess for 4 years. And I could get up and walk around for a little bit, but it hurt so bad. I was either heavily medicating myself, I mean, because there was just nothing I could do for the pain. And I would lay on the couch all day. I'd ride the little scooters around. I have my little wheelchair, handicap. It just hurt to walk because this rod from my hip is flopping around in the leg. Every time I go upstairs, I would literally cry and crawl up the stairs if I couldn't walk. It was not fun. And I was watching my fat getting fat. I could literally see the different layers, and I'm trying not to eat because I'm not as active. And it was still constantly happening. Brain fog was atrocious. I would see somebody I've known for 40 years, and I started calling everybody sweetie because I couldn't remember their names. I felt so bad, but I would kind of step back and say, hey, you two should know each other, and let them introduce themselves. And so I knew there was something wrong. In the interim, my husband passed, and so that was a lot of stress, but that's a whole nother story. And then I saw Dr. Kinney, and I was giving up. It's like, why try one more thing? It's just going to bounce back. And I thought, well, if I just could lose 20 pounds, if I could just move a little bit again, maybe it wouldn't hurt so much. And so I started taking it, and he says people get results even when they don't take it right. That was me. I got
Now,
it.
hang
I'm
on
doing
just a
some
second. Weren't your kids at the point of putting you in a nursing home or something?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I'm totally sorry. Totally missed that. My children moved in, at least a couple of my kids did, to take care of me because I couldn't carry in my groceries. I mean, I couldn't do most of the stuff around the house. So they moved in to help me, and they just kind of decided, it's been 3 years. This isn't getting better. So they knew I was going to have to go into some kind of assisted living with my brain failing as it was. They didn't know if dementia was coming on. They didn't know what was going on. And my girls now, it almost makes me want to cry. They said, I knew I was missing my mama, but I didn't realize how badly I was missing her. I mean, they said, you've been gone. Because I'm kind of a smart booty. I'm going to say the right words. And I have a very sharp wit. And I haven't had a sharp wit for years. It was just gone. I've been building houses for 40 years. I know how to do stuff. And I would pick up screwdrivers sometimes and forget how to flip the darn thing. It was really scary, but I knew that it wasn't right, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So like with dementia patients, they don't realize that they didn't do it right. I would know I didn't do it right. And it's like, oh my God, what's happening? And so when I started taking the tea, my mind started to clear and my body pain started to go away. Even though I wasn't taking it, 2 a day, the fiber. I thought, I don't need fiber. Oh, yes, I did. I didn't realize how badly my whole gut and biome was screwed up. And so that's getting all corrected, which is amazing. But the pain was gone. I would lay on the couch most of the day and then somehow make my way up to my bed. And I would lay in my bed in pain because that leg pain. And there was nothing I could do. I mean, I could eat edibles or pain pills, and I didn't want to take pain pills. I really do not like medicines. And I started noticing that going away. And then my eye floaters were going away. And I honestly thought I was not going to be around for much longer. And so I planned this big trip about mid-October to take my grandsons up to Great Wolf Lodge because I wanted them to remember me. You know, that trip with Gigi before she died type thing. And by the time December came and I'd been on the drink for a couple months, my daughters were shocked that I could walk and run after the kids like I was running, that I wasn't exhausted, that I was paying
Last
attention.
December?
Yes, this last December.
Wow.
And so I thought, okay, if this many changes have happened with me taking it wrong, what would happen if I took it right? And so I did. I really focused on doing it correctly, read the instructions, which I'd never read. I felt really bad. And I have just, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but here it goes. I feel 20 years younger. I've always said my 30s and 40s were amazing.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like again. It is just, it blows me away. And I've got the energy to go out and do my garden, or I just did my daughter's shoes for her wedding, and I'm going to be decorating her barn. And there's no way I could have done that before.
When's her wedding?
In a month. A little
Okay.
less than a month now. It's on the 28th of June.
Okay.
So very excited about that.
Sure.
But again, I couldn't have done it. I mean, I would have been laying here on the couch, just not even knowing if I would know or if I was still going to be here. Because I felt so horrible. And it's almost like I'd given up hope of ever feeling good again, of ever getting my energy back again. So